Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is PW here, and we are here for the final round of the Late Breakers Club Season 4 Raging Bulls League. Now, it's Belgium, one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar, and it's a sprint feature race. So, standard points 8 for first in the sprint, all the way down to 1 point for 8th. And the way we do it in this league is we will be reverse championship order. So the guys that are battling for the championship, who tonight are technically 3 drivers. We've got Nate currently leaving. That's Black Sharks 14, who is leading by 6 points to Edin B 1991. However, as we've seen, especially back in 2007 with Kimi Raikkonen, was able to close the gap on Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso to take his maiden debut title and only one. Derek NK Quay still does have a mathematical possibility of winning the championship tonight. It would need Black Shark and Edin to retire both races and Decay win both. However, nothing is impossible in Formula One. So, we will be getting going at about 8:30 UK time, which is in about 7 minutes with the sprint race. The result of the sprint race will determine the grid for the feature race. Now, it's 8-lap sprint, 22-lap feature race. No qualifying tonight. It is pure racing. And what a better track to have it at than Spa-Francorchamps. Personally, one of my favourites on the calendar. I mean, forget the speeds you can hit down the Kemmel Straight. Like, 225 miles an hour is not impossible with DRS, ERS, and a slipstream. So we're going to see some high octane speed. We're going to see a lot of battling. Got quite a few new drivers in the league as well, so really looking forward to seeing how they perform tonight. And we'll watch out for how people do. We'll be right back, guys, and yeah, we'll see you shortly. So currently 16 drivers tonight. Hopefully, who knows, maybe we'll get one or two more, but we've got some great drivers in the league. A lot of debutants tonight. So really looking excited to see how they're doing. Eddie, you're asking for my predictions. Are we talking about the general race or are we talking about the championship battle? That's going to be my question. So Ed, who is commenting, is like one of my most active followers, and he's one of the guys in this title battle tonight. Ed being Edin. So if you hear me responding to Ed, because I'll get my comments pop up on my screen, I will be responding to Edin. Obviously, it won't be doing it whilst he's racing. But general and championship. So general, I think I don't see either of the title contenders winning this race. My money is going to be on Aramis and Elmo to take the checkered flag. I've not seen Bram's race before, but I believe he'd be quite fast as well. The championship, it's going to depend on how many places you and Nate can make up in the reverse grid. Because I think you both have solid pace quite close to one another. So I see maybe you might be separated by one or two places at most in the feature. But say one of you retire, that's going to hinder you in the feature race. Obviously, points are only given to the top 8. So I think the sprint race is going to be critical. It's going to be like Monaco qualifying. Because if you can beat Nate away cleanly, then you could well have the upper hand going into that second race. So it's depending on if you finish in the points or not. We've got 16 drivers tonight, 8 right now. 8 will score points. Sorry. So it's going to depend on how clean you guys can get away, because you will be starting at the back. I imagine 14th and 15th or 15th and 16th if we've had any last minute joinees, and I think we've had one or two. But it's going to be tight because you both have that pace. We've just had someone leave the lobby. I'm not quite sure who. I'm just having a look. Surfish. Sorry, didn't leave. He just deselected the car. That's fine. So we're going to be starting the race in about 5 minutes' time. We will be giving the drivers a few minutes to get their setups ready, get their head in the game. For anyone that's new to the Late Breakers Club, we do not do formation lap. Now, I think, Ed, you need to have more confidence in yourself. You're saying Shark for the championship, but here's the thing, is that you've got some serious pace. Look at Abu Dhabi. You destroyed me, and Abu Dhabi is one of my favourite tracks. So have a bit more confidence in yourself, young man, because if you don't, I'll come and find you, kick your bum. Just kidding. But you've got some good pace, Ed, and don't discredit yourself, okay? Okay, you got a puncture, you'll learn from that. You know, we make mistakes and we learn from them. But at the end of the day, you're only 6 points behind him, and you are fast. 6 points is, well, you win the race and you beat him in the sprint, the championship's yours, and you've got good pace. It's all going to depend on this sprint. Knowing my luck, I'm going to win it. That's Wyatt. So Wyatt, if you can just bear with me, what is your PSN or your ID, so that I know who I'm talking to? Because I've raced a few guys today in practice sessions. I think Wyatt might be a heathen, but I'm not 100% sure. So Wyatt, if you could update me on that, that'd be fantastic. You are Hydro. Yep. You had some good pace earlier. So we'll see how you do, mate. It's everything's to play for. I mean, it's your first race, it's your second race in the Lake Breakers, and you showed some good pace earlier. So let's see how you do. 30 laps, 2 different races, and just take it at a pace you're comfortable with. You learn leagues, you learn different drivers, and this is only your second race with us. So as time goes on, you'll feel more confident about who you're closer to in terms of pace, but also who you can battle hard, who are the best defenders, who are the best overtakers. and you improve like that. That's how I've improved. This season has seen me go from racing 88, 89 AA to racing 105, 106. So, and that's because of racing in this league with some amazing drivers. So, stick with it, keep going, and just, you do yourself. You race your race. If you come 4th or you come 14th, it doesn't matter. It's, as long as you enjoy it. And then come next season, when the grids are reset, the points are reset, we can see how you develop. Like, I won 3 races this season, so I had only won in my 5 years of online racing before this 9 races. So anything is possible, mate. You just keep working at it, and you've got some good pace, I saw earlier. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the grid. Drivers will be selecting their setups, their strategies. For all new drivers who are watching my stream tonight, please bear in mind that once this sprint finishes, we will move straight to a new lobby, which JP will create and invite, simply for the fact so that we can set a custom grid. So let's go through the standings. You've got driver standings. Actually, I'm going to do constructors first. Let's see if we still got a battle for the constructors. Ferrari and McLaren, 9 points separated. Ferrari on 264, McLaren on 255. Now, today, who have we got driving those cars? Ferrari are Heathens and Decay. McLaren is Potts. Just Potts. So, I think likely now it could be a Ferrari constructor. Shame we don't have a second driver for McLaren. However, that's something we can get sorted next season. So, I would be surprised if Ferrari don't win it today. All the other constructors are out, simply because of the amount of points between Ferrari and Red Bull. 72 points separating Ferrari in first and Red Bull in second, which is not doable in a weekend. The driver standings, we've got battles for first, obviously. Black Shark, Edin, and theoretically Decay in fourth. Decay on 71 points. Stephen in third, not racing today, unfortunately. However, Decay still is in with a shot, so we'll see. Decent battle for fifth between Elmo and Boakes. Aramis, I do believe, will be a surprise there. I think he's going to claim some decent points and could potentially pip Boakes, Daguna, and Waits to get a top 6 position. I do think Elmo's got the pace and the quality for first, but here we go, guys. It is 5 lights, and we are going here for the Late Breakers Club Raging Bulls Division season finale here at Spa-Francorchamps. Bram's getting a very good getaway. And his teammate, Lukey Luke, in the Aston Martin following. We've had a clean getaway. We've had Evans has had a collision. Turn 1, has he got wing damage? No, he does not. So, can potentially close back up. Let's have a look at position changes. Hey, Emily, thank you so much for joining in. So, Hydro has dropped 2 places. Aramis has dropped 6. Havens has dropped 4. Where are Black Shark is in 9th. Edit is they're already in the points. CJ Drama in the Kicksauber as well, up to 8th. Does he realise he's battling the title contender? I wonder. Let's have a look at tyres. Every driver on mediums. Okay, cool. So it's a even playing field on that side. However, Edin 7th, CA Drama 8th, and Donny 9th, and Black Shark 7th. So right now, Edin gaining 2 points on Black Shark. Let's see how this continues. We've got Stefan in 3rd, Potts in 4th. We'll focus on the position change now. But the Aston Martins are 1-2 right now. So can IIS close up to the back of Lukey Luke and get that position and get what I believe might actually be his maiden podium here in the Late Breakers Club. Quality driver Stefan, some serious pace behind him. But this is the battle I want to watch. Currently, Edin is up to 5th. Edin is pushing through this group like his life depends on it. And he's already 5 places up on Black Shark, who I believe has been pushed on to the outside. And he's now down to 12th. Sorry, no, that was CJ Drama. So Black Shark's up to 9th. It's still not scoring any points. He's going to have Andonna to deal with. Can he get a move done here? Edin has got a DRS train behind him. We've got IIS getting past Lukey Luke. But no. Oh, there's a Williams lock up there. That is Elmo of the Void locking up. Hydro has retired, coming down the Kemmel Straight. So guys, I'm just going to adjust my settings. Cards are a bit loud for my liking. That's better, okay. Okay, so where are we? Edin 5th, and he's closing up into Potts. He's going to be pushing for 4th. 6 places gained by Edin. 3 places gained by Black Shark. 6 places by Surfish, and 7 places by Donny. Some great races so far, and we're only on lap 2 of 8 here. I'm looking at Edin's wing here. Edin is doing this with wing damage. He's missing an end plate and he's up 6 places. This is phenomenal driving by the Red Bull driver, and he's closing up to 4th. If he can get 4th, that is 5 points. That would leave him 1 point behind Black Sharks, and Black Sharks would have to gain those positions to catch up to Edin. Edin in a very good spot right now, but IIS is now closing up to Brams. Stefan is within DRS range of Brams. I'm really sorry to hear that, Wyatt. That's okay. You've still got the feature race, 25 points available, and strategy. So, you know, unlucky, mate. But the next race will pay for you. I'm sure of that. Now, focusing on this battle for first. Stefan Haas versus Aston Martin. Edin has got past Parts. Black Sharks is up to 9th. He's got past his teammate CJ Drama, Matt Miles, but still scoring no points, and Edin is scoring 5. So right now Edin is only 1 point behind Black Sharks. CJ Drama has left the session. I'm going to drop him an invite very quickly, guys. Just bear with me. And Black Shark's up to 8, but can he keep? Now, Surfish showed some serious pace in practice earlier. Can he keep that gap to Black Sharks? Which would leave Black Sharks at the whims of Elmo. Elmo showed some very serious pace here earlier. So, coming down towards the back straight. Black Sharks does not have DRS. He's got very little ERS. Edin is in 4th, and he's losing Potts. Is Potts going to have DRS on Edin? I don't think he's going to. We'll see how this corner goes. He is just going to have it. I think, yeah, he's going to have it. This is going to be close. I'm going to sit on board with Potts to see, did he get DRS on Edin? I don't think he did. He hasn't got it. This is going to give JP the opportunity. Now, could this be JP's last race before fatherhood? Can he get an amazing result here to crown it off? Unfortunately, didn't have enough ERS to utilise the DRS. However, he is holding off Adonai very well. Some great driving by the Mercedes driver there. Heading in 4th. Black Sharks remaining in 9th. Elmo was not able to get that close. Derek in 11th. So as it stands right now, if Derek stays in this position, he will be out of the championship battle. But right now, Bram's first. Stefan keeping with him, but Lucky Luke is closing. He is now within DRS range of IIS Stefan. Let's see what can the drivers produce here. We've got 4 more laps after this one. 15 drivers remaining. 1 driver having pitted. That would be Aramis. He'll be looking to bounce back the next round, and I'm sure he'll be able to with his quality. But I want to focus on this battle for 6th. Adonai and JP. JP maybe has made a mistake. And are we going 3 wide into turn 16? No, we're not. But Adonai going deep. Potts gaining out of that. Can Potts lose DRS? But we've got like 6 drivers in the screenshot here. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Who is that? Is that Derek? Surfish? That's Surfish. He's lost it out of turn 1. And Derek is passing up into 10th. As is Christie up into 11th. Christie, it seems like he's dropped a few places. He was higher up earlier. But Derek now up to 10th. A 5-second gap to Blackshaw. We're going 3 wide into turn 5. And it's going to be Elmo, Black Sharks and JP. JP losing the majority of the positions there. Going from 6th to 9th in 1 straight. And Black Sharks now in 8th. 1 point for a sprint. Eddie in 5 points. So we've got a 4-point gap here. But IAS and Luke is really starting to catch up. I'd love to see their tyre deltas at this point. And that is going to devastate Luke. Can still maybe hold on for a podium, but he could be pushing for a win here. Lucky Luke shows some serious pace here. He's got a lot more battery than the 2 drivers ahead of him. It seems like he's really nailed this out for tonight, so good on him. Let's see how this battle continues. If he can hold with these guys, I think 3rd is possible. Because he's 2.8 ahead of Eden with a 3-second penalty, but he's going to have DRS. We've got a yellow flag, and that's an Alpine. I want to say no, it's a Williams, a Stir Fish. It's a round. He's got going again, fantastic. We've got CJ Drama just ahead of ours. I'm guessing CJ had to pit. So, what have we got here? Elmo, can he get the move done? I don't know. Potts is going to have to defend heavily here. He doesn't have much to defend with. What I will say is that the ERS around here is not good. Sorry, the DRS will not be as effective, but when you have none, it will be effective. And we're going 3 ways to turn 1 into turn 4, sorry. And is that on pick 2? No, he hasn't. This is going to be a Adonai. And we've got a collision there. We've got a collision. Can now. Oh, wow. We've got a McLaren and an Alpine hooked. Black Sharks is up to 5th. Elmo is in 4th. And that is going to be yellow flag. It will not probably be a safety car. We don't have enough time for a safety car. However, that has just changed the shape of this championship. Black Shark has gone from 8th to 5th in 2 turns due to good racecraft. Now, Eden is still holding on to Lucky Luke. He could still get 3rd here. We've got 2 laps left. And Eden is 2.6 seconds behind Lucky Luke. If he can keep it within 3, he will get that podium. And he will have 2 points on Black Shark. But Black Shark, I think, will be pushing now. Let's have a look at lap times. We're going to be very close to it. But where are we going to be? Eden is going to be... Well, let's have a look at Lucky Luke. 149.1. 148.5, 147.5. Black Sharks was a second faster. He did have DRS in the Camel Straight. However, 1 second is huge. You're not gaining that just by DRS. So, 2 laps. Can Black Shark close this gap? But also, not just the gap on Edin, but Lucky Luke. He's only 4.2 seconds behind now. He will have Elmo to defend, but Elmo does have DRS. We've got 2 drivers, 1 driver in the pit retiring, that's Adonai. But can Elmo, in my eyes, one of the fastest drivers in the league, can he give Black Sharks a battle? Now, the gap between Lucky Luke and Eddie is about 2.4. 4.6 to Black Sharks, but if he's getting a second a lap, this could be very good for Black Shark. He might end up just 1 place behind Edin in this battle for championship, and Edin needs 6 points, which realistically is 2 in a sprint, 4 in a feature. However, he is showing consistent pace Edin, and if he can keep it clean, he's got that pace to battle for second, for third, for first. Why not? He's only 3 seconds. He is losing time now. Lucky Luke has got a lot more DRS. The 3 front drivers have got a lot more DRS than, ERS than Edin. And Edin is being closed by Black Shark, but not enough to contend with Lucky Luke. So we've got 1 lap to go. We've got 1 minute 45 seconds, and it's going to be 1 point for Edin. Is it going to be 2 points for Edin? This next lap we'll find out. However, Lucky Luke has now pulled that gap on him, and he will have DRS into sector 1. Edin getting a better turn out of turn 1, who is going to be able to battle this better coming through. It does look like Edin is losing time. It's going to be down to this second sector. Sector 2 will be pivotal. Can Edin get a 2-point gap on Black Sharks, or 1 point? Oh, this is big. This is key. Elmo has just got past Black Sharks, and now that 2-point gap is established. Edin now 3.5 behind Lucky Luke. I think Lucky Luke has done enough to hold. Edin has been dealing with a damaged front wing all race, but he's got 9 tenths on Elmo. I don't see Elmo gaining this gap quickly enough. Edin, I think he's actually having to harvest fuel. So is Elmo. Let's see how this looks coming into the last sector. The last 2 drivers low on fuel. Whether that's low or harvesting, we will find out. But Edin has dropped back. He is dropping back. And the 2 behind him are gaining. Now, the fact that he is utilising Black Shark has got a 3-second penalty now. This may not affect him too much. However, JP's got 50% battery. And he will see this. Now he's going to be pushing. Can JP take 6th position? It's going to be a bit too last. We're going to have Brands closing on the finish line. He's going to take the win. IIS will take 2nd. Lucky Luke is going to take 3rd. Edin will cross the line for 4th. Elmo 5th. Black Shark 6th. What can JP do? Is it enough? No, half a second behind. But JP does take 7th. What a race there. What a race. Wow. That was incredible. That is just chapter 1 of this race. And what a race it has been. Let me just get a picture of this, guys. Just bear with me a second. Didn't get it in time. That's why. But we'll get it now. What a race there. Some great driving by the old drivers, and yeah, very happy. So just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get this picture. So that is a sprint race, and it's going to be, Brams in first, Stefan second, Lucky Luke in third, Ed in fourth, Elmo fifth, Black Shark sixth, JP seventh, and Christy eighth. Rounding off the point scorers now. 4 points separating Edin and Black Shark. That is 2 positions on normal or 1 position if Edin takes a win. If Edin wins, it says he's got that. He had a good sprint race, wing damage in lap 1. We will now be forming a new grid, guys, so I will wait for my invite with JP. I'm going to stay on this grid and just say great racing. Some great racing. Just bear with me. I'm going to post. Just bear with me a sec, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am now back. Thank you for staying tuned, and I hope you are enjoying my stream as far as it has been. Just going to be waiting on an invite from our league owner and a good friend of mine, JP. Very soon going to be becoming a dad. Can't wait for him to do so. It's going to be a great time. And yes, now just waiting on an invite. If you can get one over to me, please, JP, that would be massively appreciated. And we will be getting going shortly, guys. Hi, can I please get an invite to the lobby, guys? Okay. I've just got one. I think I've just got one. Thank you, guys. Well done and good luck for the feature. Elmo, that pass of yours, Elmo. Yeah. Awesome. Well done. I was very happy about that because it takes it to the last race. Because 4-point difference is a big difference to 5-point difference. So, yeah, that was a good pass. So. I didn't actually see it, but. Where is Eden? Why can't I see Eden? Well, guys, what I would say before I rejoin my stream, because my Discord chats don't come through my stream, so good luck. Have a great race. I saw some amazing pace there. Good luck to you as well, Nate. Your gap is now reduced to 4 points, so good luck. 4 points. It was. Exactly. Good luck. Guys, I'll talk to you later. Well, I don't need luck. I don't need luck. I'm comms. Yeah, exactly. Well, good luck. Good luck. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be getting going with the feature race for the last round of the Late Breakers Season 4 here at Spa-Francorchamps. Thank you for staying tuned as we transition lobbies. And we will see who's going to take this. Is it going to be Edin or is it going to be Nate? 4 points now separating the two drivers. It's either in my eyes. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward. Both of the drivers have agreed, if they can, to participate in a post-race chat. Now, we have set a prize for drivers in a Late Breakers Club t-shirt, which I will be designing and taking hold of and owning. So really looking forward to that. Who are we missing? Okay, I feel like we are missing. I know who I think we're missing. We're missing Matt Mars. So I do believe it was 16 drivers we had. I believe it was 16 drivers we had. So I'm just going to double check that, guys. Bear with me. Yes, it was. Only driver we're missing is Matt Mars, so hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. Funny fact, me and Matt have done business with the same person. He lives in Essex, I live in London, so yeah. But we have 22 laps of driving here. Edin, I saw you had wing damage and you managed it like crazy. You did a great job. You were unlucky not to get a podium, but you've gained 2 points on Nate. Now you only need 4. Let's see how you do. At the end of the day, you win this race. You got this, mate. You got this. It literally is a case of you now sealing the deal. If you get second and he gets 4th, you've got it. Well, you should have got one, mate. This is your championship battle. You don't have a setup. You should have a setup. Well, I won't say other drivers have loaded other tracks as well. Like I know one driver who's loaded their Monza setup because Belgium as well is a low downforce track and sometimes they work. I was completely stuck with traffic and Nangi Nathan, my apologies, I think that might be Black Sharks, and also my teammate I think that was Black Sharks. So I think that is Black Sharks. And Gandhi Nathan, is that you, Black Sharks? But we've now got our championship contenders in 4th and 6th. Cool, thank you, Nathan. Edin starting 4th, Nathan starting 6th. Now, they are separated by 4 points. If they finish as they are, it's a tie on points and roll back to victories. I'm going to do that math now by looking at championship standings. Okay. Shall we go to grid? JP? Emily, if you're watching, can you ask JP, shall we go to grid? So 6 minutes until we go to grid. Now, I'm going to invite a driver to have a chat with me whilst we're in our interim. Let's be a fellow admin. I'm going to invite Derek to have a chat with me if he's available. I would really like to have a chat with Derek. However, if Derek is not available, hello mate, how are you? I have invited you to have a pre-race chat if you're up for it. Okay, perfect. Now, you showed in the practice sessions earlier that you had some serious pace, and I'm presuming there might have been a collision in the sprint race for you. Chaotic. Mm. Mm. Do you do you feel like you're going to be able to gain the positions back? Do you think so? Here's the thing: is that DRS is only really super effective when it's high wings because low wings is low drag. Everyone thinks DRS is important at fast tracks. It is important because it gives you that 5-6 miles an hour more difference. But like say at tracks like Hungary, where you've only got two DRS zones, it can give you up to 15-16 miles an hour difference. So, high downforce, that's where DRS is actually more effective because the drag from the wing, because there are different types of wings, you know. It's not like, oh, you just adjust it like on the game as we do. It's, there are different types of wings. And, DRS here, like, I will run, like, my race setup for here is 0-4. 0 on the front, 4 on the rear. But, well, for me, if you're not running drag on the rear when you open it, well, if you've got no drag because you've got the most basic front wing, you're only going to gain a few miles an hour, and that's going to be mainly via slipstream. Yeah. So I think it will be, and obviously we've got pit stops and more likelihood of a safety car. Yes. Well, what you're going to be starting in, I want to say 13th. So I think for me, it's like when I'm starting in that sort of position and I know the drivers ahead of me may not be as fast as me, I'm like, okay, easy into turn one. Let's see how it goes. And, good on you. Good on you. Like you'd always say, can't win the race at turn one, but you can definitely lose it. Correct? Hmm. But I think exactly. A racing incident. It's a racing incident, right? Exactly. But, I think the good thing is that, having good drivers in the league is that they understand that sometimes it wasn't, like deliberate contact. It wasn't harsh. It was just unfortunate. And that's what I like about this league is that we have good drivers who respect hard driving. And, even when it doesn't work for them or it does work for them, they're like, okay, yep, that was fair battling. So that's what is really good about having a league with good drivers. You being one of them. Like, I hope to be able to battle you next season. You're you're fast. You're fast. So I'm looking forward to not just doing comms on you on Friday, but also if you're racing Saturdays, battling you on Saturdays because I'm going to be racing Saturdays and racing and doing comms on Fridays. So yeah, I will give you. I know the race is starting in a minute. I'm going to say thank you for joining me in the comms box and best of luck. I'll be keeping an eye out for you, mate. You're welcome, mate. Take it easy. Now, Eden has asked me if you want to drop out now, mate. Yeah. Eden has asked me my predictions. This is going to be tight, mate. I'm going to be honest, this is going to be tight. You're 2 places ahead of Nate. You both have good pace. I'm going with you. I think Brams doesn't have as much pace as people thought. I think you've got more pace. Brams isn't being new to the league. I think you've got more pace than Stefan, who's starting in second. If you can get into second, you need 2 places. You need Nate to finish in fourth. But if you can get first, you win point blank. So it's close. I think first lap's going to tell. And good luck, guys. We are now ready to go. Here in the Late Breakers Club, the last race of the season, the feature race here at Spa-Francorchamps. As we head towards turn 1, Edin pushes. The Haas is off. The Haas is off. Stefan down to last. CJ as well struggling. I think there's going to be a pit stop or 2 there. Has Stefan got damage is the question. We've got a yellow flag and Adonis get a 10-second penalty for it. Excuse me. And he has missing 1 end plate, so we'll see. However, Edmund is now up to second. And Black Sharks is up to third, so right now, titles were Black Sharks, Edin, he's close on Brams and make that move. So we will see. 21 laps to go here at Spa-Francorchamps. We've got a decent battle here between the Alpine drivers. Down we guys, just getting the drink sorted. Oh, we've got the Alpines battling wing to wing here. And can Adona get past Hydro? We'll see. Let's see what happens here. I have a feeling that CA Drama may well be in AI. Nope, not. But he will be pitting for a new wing. So let's have a look. We've got Eden, who is on the back. Hydro retiring in the pits. Is that... No, that's not a pit lane retirement, is it? That is a... No, that is a turn 1 retirement, and it's a full course safety car. It is a full course safety car. CJ Drummer has not pitted, but let's have a look at tyre strategies. Let's have a look at tyres. We've got, like, the drivers who are on hards are going to be fucked. Mind my French, but they're going to be fucked because they can't pit. So they may well jump up. I think the delta loss here at Spa is going to be about 9 seconds. It's not going to be insane. So the likes of Adonai and CJ Drama are going to benefit massively here. Their 10-second penalties will get revoked. They can get a new wing. They can get their race back on track. So good on them. This is going to be interesting. We've got a full course safety car, like I said. And I imagine if I was the likes of Lucky Luke, I would be pitting. This is a free pit stop. If you're starting on softs, you're not looking to do a one stop in my eyes around this track. So we'll say. But this safety car brings back the field in perspective. You're only being here now. So Wyatt, your teammate was stupid. Your teammate being Andoni. Remember, mate, I'll never comment on incidences in a stream, but you are welcome to submit an incident report because at the end of the day, we want clean, hard battling here at the Late Breakers Club. So if you feel like you've been badly done, please do submit your views to the lobby, to the incident reports, and myself and the other admins can, myself and the other stewards can take a look and review. But we've got quite a few drivers in for pit stops actually, including Aramis. So, Surfish, JP, Havens, IIS, Aramis, Christie, Adonai, and CJ. Half of the field in for new tyres. Now, Hards are not going to go the distance from here. They're not. They're going to do about... And I'm very surprised CJ Drama has chosen to stay out. Is he in maybe... Is he in AI? I'm just stunned now. It doesn't look like he is, but he's staying out even with his damaged wing. Which is surprising because this is essentially a free pit stop. You know, he can pit onto the hards or even the mediums and then go medium hard. But why not? What has he got to lose? Right, guys. Yeah, this is definitely an AI car. Okay, that is fine. Three and bite. So, we definitely won't be getting racing yet. We're going to be racing off lap 4. But Bram's still first, on board for the maximum 33 points here at Spa-Francorchamps. But this is the battle I'm looking forward to seeing. Backsharks versus Edim. No. Same tyre strap. I think CJ opting to go as long as he could on that broken wing, getting out and then seeing if he can go the distance. And Matt does have, Matt being CJ, so I know him personally, being quite a fast driver, he could take the hards the distance if he's chosen the hards, and I'm not sure he has. I think he's chosen mediums. We'll see. I think he's chosen mediums again, but again, it's another lap, and he would have been in the same position with maybe 1 or 2% as well, which would do half a lap of goodness. So I don't blame him for that. He has come out on the mediums. Don't blame him. The hards will not go the distance, but I'm glad to see him still racing and in here. So yeah, Matt did disconnect, but he's going to catch up to the field by the end of the lap, I'm sure of that. So yep, let's see how this goes. We have got 18 laps here left at the iconic Spa-Francorchamps. Like I said, even more so pronouncing it. So be about that. Penalties. Why did Matt serve his 10 seconds in the pit? Is my curiosity. I don't know what I'd be doing here, but I can't say it on a stream, so we need to wait for hope for another safety car. That's weird that he wasn't serving his 10-second penalty under AI, because he should do. So let's get on board with our I always like to sit on board with second, and it looks like Eddie right now is doing a Max Verstappen. Sitting alongside the Aston Martin, waiting for him to pounce. Doesn't want to get too close. It is down to Brams when he chooses to lift that throttle and go for it. I think I know when he's gonna. I think it's gonna be in around about the yellow and red sign mark. The DNL mark. I think that's when he's gonna lift and go. DHL mark. But no. He's going, he's waiting. He is waiting like he's doing a port mile. This is what I call a porter mile. It's the last second to get the throttle on. He's worried about Eddie's capability. But he's got it, and Eddie has spun a little bit, lost a little bit of time there. Eddie now having to utilize that throttle. And going very deep there into turn one. Black Shark right on the back of him. Elmo as well. Elmo now dropping back a bit. He's going to have to from Lucky Luke. Lucky Luke choosing not to bit on those soft. Interesting, but maybe he's thinking he can make soft hard work now that there's been a safety car. We'll see. We've got 18 laps here left. This is about what I want to see. Oh, Eddie on the outside of Brams. Can Eddie get a move done into turn 6? No, he can't, and he's at risk from Black Sharks as well. And there's been a collision there between the Aston Martin and the Red Bull. And now Black Sharks, Nate, has got past Edin for this championship battle. It's insane when you think one simple move can make a difference, but look at Lewis Hamilton when he won his maiden F1 championship in 2008. Because Timo Glock went wide in the last corner of Interlagos. You can see the hunger in Eden. He is pushing the car to 102%, but upon him being, the car will only go 100%. So he's now losing out to Nate, who's now on the back of Brams, and if Nate can get into first, whoa. Edin got a lot of work to do. Edin Brams is taking a bit out of the block. Can Brams now push ahead? If he can, Edin getting past Nate means that we go down to 1 point and Nate getting a penalty or an underlap. Elmo showing some serious pace as well. Elmin will be battling for a podium here without a doubt. Got no doubt about the Dutch driver. Good friend of mine that I met in another league and a solid performer week in, week out. So, I mean, definitely one of the contenders for next season. Elmo utilised his battery. Can he get past Edin here? No, he cannot. Think second of it. Was that track limits? I do wonder. We will see later on in the race if he gets a penalty. However, Black Shark still out of range of Brams, but Edin doesn't just need to pass Black Sharks, he needs him and Elmo to pass him. So he's got to play that game, he's got to play the game. Now let's have a look at our league owner JP. Probably the last race he's doing when he pre-parenthood, and really looking for me. hoping he gets a good result here. I would love to see JP podium him because he's done an amazing job setting up this great league. And for me, I personally want to say thank you to him because he's such a great guy. So happy for him and Emily. And, you know, even when he's not getting anything for 3 days because his baby's up with colic and whatnot, you know, this league is going to keep going because of him. And I've made some truly amazing friends in this league. So I'm going to thank him for that. And hopefully I can do a solid job on him. Now, we've had Aston Martin pit, and that's going to be Lucky Luke. I'm surprised it's this early. I would have thought he could have taken those tires to at least like 9 or 10. I've done a sprint here on softs, and I've made it to lap 8. So, for me, make it to lap 6. He could have gone soft medium, I feel like. But, c'est la vie, and Edin just keeping track of Black Sharks. Can he? He's getting 3/10 in that sector now. Can he keep it? I agree, Wyatt. It is. Wyatt, are you on PSN or are you on Xbox or PC? Because if you're on PSN, I'll invite you into the conf box if you want to join me. But if you're not, I can't, unfortunately. So it's up to you, mate. Let me know. Okay, Wyatt, Wyatt, if you can, I'm going to have a look in my contacts and see if you're there. Bear with me a second. What is your PSN? Let me see if I've got you. Yep, got you. Got you. Sent you an invite. Sent you an invite, mate. If you want to join me, welcome to do so. So, sitting on board with Elmo, we're on lap 7 of 22 here at Spa-Francorchamps. And this is an interesting battle. It's shaping up well. We've got a Donai. Hey, Wyatt, how are you doing, mate? I know, but are you still in the lobby? You're still watching the stream, yeah? Perfect. Now, Aramis, one person I picked for and was interviewed in the post-race sprint race, he's got some great pace here. I feel like he could be on for a points finish. Yeah. But Elmo getting past Edin, this is gonna make Elmo's job help. That is, well, Nate doesn't need to be helped. It's Edin that needs to be helped. But well, no, because Nate is already 4 points ahead of Edin. Edin needs to gain 4 points on Elmo. On Black Shark. So it's that will make Nate happier because Elmo is a very fast driver. So he's won multiple races, and I would be surprised if he's not buying for a championship next season. He's been a reserve most of this season on Fridays, and when we were doing Saturdays, obviously we were relaunching Saturdays, but Elmo was leading that. He won that championship, and by 100 points. So Elmo won Saturdays by 100 points. He won it with 4 races to spare. Yes. So Brams is not a new addition to the league, but he has rejoined the league. Obviously, where we've been for about a year and a month now, we've had people go, we've had people rejoin, whatever. I'm one of them as well. But we are building. We're building some great drivers. And great drivers bring great drivers, which is a great thing. That's how we all improve. So yeah. Drivers like you're fast. What's wrong with you? You're fast. And here comes Elmo! Wow! But so Edin has pitted. Has Edin pitted? I hope he has. I'm about to check pit stops. Where are we? Stops. Eden has, so he has bitten on fresh hard. I don't blame him. He right now is 19 seconds behind Nate. The undercut here is worth about 2 seconds on a lap. Let's see what Black Shark does. Because Black Shark has got decay on his back. He's already stopped. Stefan stopped on lap 3, I want to say. He's on 6 lap old stops. So I think he pitted when the safety car came in. But he knew he would not be able to do a one stop from medium to hard, because 22 laps on the hard is... Yeah. Well, the mediums can go... For me, the hards can go at best about 17 laps. No, for hards. Yeah, but he couldn't do that going from mediums. Who? Stefan. He is indeed. He's coming off these mod hards and he's going on to... I think he'd go on to mediums here. I think he's going to go... Let's have a look. I'm actually on board with him. I'm going to see what he goes on to, because I think he's going to go on to mediums. Are they... They're hard. I don't blame him. They'll have a better delta over 12 laps. They will have a better delta. But what I'm now seeing is that Black Sharks, our championship leader, is first. Exactly. And he's got Eden 17.6 seconds behind him. Eden has actually just overtaken Elmo, both on fresh hards. But Eden is 1 lap in, so his tyres were a bit warmer. However, both are depleted on EOS. What I'm seeing is that Eden is probably going to come out about 2 seconds ahead of... Eden is going to come out, I think, about 2 seconds ahead of Black Shark. But the thing is, that's going to be 4 points. With that, it's going to come down to who has won more races. I won't even be able to be sure. Huh? It's going to go to countback. Yes, exactly. So, but I believe Eden may have one more, because Eden has been part of this league for 15 races. Nate joined about 6 to 8 races in. So, sorry? Exactly. It is. Nate has shown some serious pace here in the Late Breakers Club, and he's a hard cookie to battle. So I guess we're going to see. Now Nate is in the pits. Let's see, where is he coming out? He's pitting now. He's going to be behind Eden. He's 100% going to be behind Eden. Yeah, but he's going to be behind Eden. He will be behind Eden, Elmo, Derek, and is he going to be behind Lukey Luke? Is he going to be behind Lukey Luke? Is my question. He's going to be battling with Derek. No, but right now the gap between Eden at 4 points and Nate at 0 points is a tie. Yes, but I don't think it will stay like this. I do believe that Black Shark has got... And Elmo has got past Eden. So Eden is now on 2 points, which means it is Black Shark. But, you know, we've still got drivers... Let's have a look at the stops. We've got every driver has been stopped once, but what tyres are they on is going to be the question. We've got Christy on 8 lap old mediums. He is 8 lap old mediums, 8 lap old hards. Those hards I don't think are going to go the distance. We've got 11 laps of pure racing here, and I do believe this could be interesting. I don't see 8 lap old hards going the distance. I don't think they're going to do 19 laps. Having done a simulation here, I don't see them doing it, because they're going to be about 85-90%. So yeah. Let's see what happens. We've got 11 laps and about 20 minutes to go. I'm going to take a very quick break and go to the bathroom, but Hey mate, I am back. Thank you for that. So where are we? Then let me do it interval. Correct. Eden now 1.9 ahead of Black Sharks, but at the end of the day, 1 point to 4 points will not be enough for him. He needs a 4-point advantage. He needs that 4-point advantage. He needs to keep going. He needs to keep going with it, and he will do. He will battle to the last lap, last corner. This is the World Championship we're talking about. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I know the Hearts cannot. I know what the Hearts can and cannot do. You know, the great thing about this league is that our practice sessions, so that we can say, we can test out different things. Like I don't just do them for the sake of doing them. I test out different things when I am doing them, and when I see the Hearts can do what they can do at this race, and I will never stake that in the cons because that's beneficial information for drivers. But I'm like, if I can say, if I know the Hard will do, say, 15, 16 laps, if someone pits onto him on lap 3, I know they ain't going the distance. They're going to have to manage him like, fuck. I would rather do medium. I would rather do medium. And I'm watching Edding go up the inside of Havens into 5th. Has he got the move done? Yes, he has. Up to 5th is Edding in that Red Bull. He did, and he's got 3 places on Black Sharks, which guess what? Is 6 points. That won't help him. That will do brilliant, but I think Evans is going to have to pit. So Eddie needs to keep pushing. He needs to find that 1.7 on Elmo. But Aramis is on 10 lap old medium, on hard, 10 lap old hard. So it's a fish, exactly. So could that 5th become a 3rd? And Black Shark becomes 7th, 5th, which would tie them on points again. Because Heathens, Aramis, and Surfish may need to go for another pit stop. However, go on. If Edin wins, he wins the championship. If he doesn't, he's so clear by 2 places on podium. I.e. him finishing 2nd or 3rd. If he wins by 2 places, he wins. He needs to gain 4 points. He needs to gain 5 points for the outright win. He has. However, he wants to see this battle. No, but here's the thing. He wants to see this battle happen because battles calm people down. Agreed. And right now he's 4 points behind him. However, battles cost time. Battles cost time. And right now, Black Sharks has got to battle hard. But he's got to battle hard. He's going to have a Ferrari and an Alpine on those back wing. And he's going to have DRS on them. Now we've got a Ferrari going wide, that's going to be Heathens. But we've got now a Ferrari and two Ferraris and an Alpine battling. This could allow Black Sharks to get away from them. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. The Alpine's on fresh mediums. So he's on fresher tyres. Exactly. It will help him. It will help him. He's going to be on... Exactly, they will be. Dealt on a medium is quicker, but he needs to wear them in. And if you push him too hard, they'll overheat. So, let's see what happens. Who are you talking about? Yeah, but here's the thing. What have you got to battle for? You're not battling for yourself. You're battling for somebody else. So it's about your allegiance to that other person. Like Edin right now. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm sure I don't know. Will do as well. Like right now, let's get on board with him. I sit on board with him. Exactly. I mean, exactly. But Adonis did have DRS. But now he needs to utilise the most he can out of our battery. because Edin doesn't have much either. They both need to utilise and save, but Edin needs to get away from Adonai. He does not want Adonai. Well, I mean, maybe he does. Maybe he does. If he can do a Carlos Sainz at Singapore, he kept Lando Norris behind him to hold off the Mercedes. If Edin can do the same, but Adonai is right now catching on Edin, and he's going to go through it. He will go through it, I'm sure of that. Because he's like, I've got 3 seconds. I'm on fresher tyres. I'm on faster tyres. Let's go for it. So he's going to go for it. Absolutely. And that's why he's going to go for it. When you get a penalty, do you get more aggressive or less aggressive? I get more aggressive. Exactly. But right now, Edin has got 15% more battery than Adonai. That would have been a dumb move if he did, because you won DRS into Oru's Radeon and kept the camera. No, not down to 1. You want it into. You don't get DRS here. You get it halfway down the straight. So you want it into Oru's Radeon and the camera straight. That's where you want it. So, yeah, but. Well, JP will. He's on 4-lap old mediums. They're going to go the distance. They will go the distance without a doubt. They will go to the end, absolutely. But now we've got Adonai on the inside of Edin. He's got that move done. But those hards will come good. Those hards will come good. Those hards will come good. They will do. I'd say in about 6. After about 6 laps. He'll be feeding those mediums, and he's also got that penalty. So right now, Edin is still in 4th. He didn't need to battle too hard. Well, he's got to be. He wants to push. I'd be exactly the same. I would be exactly the same. I will be exactly the same. Now, looking at tyres, Aramis is going to be pitted. If he can make these hards go to a distance, he's done 13 laps on them already. As a Surfish, exactly. But, so have Surfish and Aramis, who are ahead of Edin. Now, if Edin can get up to P4, potentially P3, instead of P5, for Black Shark, that actually would make the championship for him. Because P3 is 15 points, P5 is 10. It's a 4-point difference going into this race, mate. So if Edin can make P3, i.e. It would do, yeah, it would do. So it's all up to Edin. How much can he push against Black Sharks? But also the drivers behind him. You know, who can gain what? And if Black Shark does make a mistake, it's not. I think any driver when they're battling for a championship gets nervous. I know I have done. So when you're nervous, your blood pressure is raised, your heart rate is raised, and you need to focus in there. I won't say that. What I will say is that, you know, you're very aware of how your body's reacting and you need to adjust to it. Only the true champions can do that. So it's going to be... Now, Aramis has also got a 3-second penalty. Aramis, a 14-lap old medium hard, has got a penalty. Edin is only 4.5 seconds behind him. This actually could make the difference. Black Shark is draining his battery to stay in that. I mean, if he's done 14 laps, I think he's not going to pit. Unless you're facing critical tyre wear. No, you shouldn't be fine, but the difference between pitting and not pitting, it's going to be hard. But Edin is like 1.4 seconds a lap faster than Aramis right now. So, this has got an interesting... Edin could potentially pip Aramis for 4th. But if Black Shark cannot pip, that's how this title could be settled. I think it will come down to the final lap. I have no doubt about that. Because Eden is going to see he's 4.2 seconds or 4 seconds now behind Aramis with a 3-second penalty. And Eden he will have that information available to him that he's on 6-lap fresher hard tyres. And we'll be thinking, if I push here enough, I can get 3 places difference on Black Shark. Because he doesn't have to pass either of them to get it. Black Shark does. So it's going to be a case of who can manage their tyres better and get the performance out of them when they need to. That's where I'm at. Exactly. It is about who is the Checo Perez, and I hate to say it, Edmonds in a Red Bull. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Because I used to be called the Checo Perez of this league. I used to be the Checo Perez of this league, but he's not saving for himself or for Max. He's saving for himself, and now it's going to be up to Eden. No, but he is managing his tyres. But can Aramis do the same? Or will Aramis pit for his teammate and allow that teammate to get that title? Because he's only 3.4 seconds behind him now. He's 3.4 seconds behind him. With 4 laps to go, Eden will pip Aramis, in my belief. Like, let's have a look at the sector 1 times. Aramis, 32.244. 31.8%. Eden gained 0.6 of a second in sector 1 alone. He does that for the next 3 laps. He's got Aramis. He's got him. He's only 3.1 seconds behind him now. If he can pip Aramis, and that actually could, because if Aramis is, say, well, he is now ahead of Aramis. But also, he's closing up to, I want to look at Sir Fish, because Sir Fish is losing time as well. I've not even been thinking about him, but he's only, like, he's losing time as well. He's 122.454, Eden, 118.919. He's 4 seconds faster. Eden against Sir Fish. I want to see what Sir Fish is. I want to make sure that was not like a glitch. I want to see what Sir Fish's time is through sector 3. 150, 150.12. A 150.12. What has Eden done? A 150.12. This could be 147. He's 4 seconds. He's 3.5 seconds a lap faster than Sir Fish. He's destroying this. Sir Fish, go on. Well, it won't be because we're not going to get a safety car. It's lap 20. F1 will not allow a safety car in the last 3 laps. You are. Nope, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. No thank you. I would not want that. I wouldn't want it. Oh, let's have a look here. Now we've got Adonai has passed Aramis, and he is 3 seconds ahead of Eden. Oh, we now need no. This is what we need to look at now because we've got penalties. So I thought Sir Fish had, yeah, but Sir Fish, he doesn't catch his teammate, so Eden doesn't need. Oh, Adonai gets Essex. So this is now given Eden 4th. I guess the question being, how can Sir Fish hold on to get 3rd? I'm coming. He does. You're right on that. But I'm now watching to see what Sir Fish puts across the line. It's going to be mid 148s, I think. 149, 150, 152. What about Eden? 152.66. He's 2 seconds a lap faster. Eden, right now, will be on the back of Amos next lap. Ooh, oh my god, this is coming down. This will come down. This will come down to the last lap. But Black Shark, Aramis, everyone, that was bad defending there from the Alpine, but it was defending and it was clean. However, at the end of the day, all that has done is brought Eden closer to them. He's only 2 seconds behind Aramis, 3 seconds behind Adonai. As it stands right now, Eden will be in 4th. However, he's only 4.3 seconds behind Sir Fish with 1.5 laps to go. Gone. Oh, interesting is that Elmo, who I picked to win this race, is now in 1st. I don't think it's if, it's he will. Right, so I think Eden, Black Shark is going to be in DRS. And I think Eden should have utilised more of it. As we stand right now, it's coming down to a last lap battle. It's coming down to a last lap battle, and we're going to watch it. That is all we're going to do. We are going to watch it. Eden's getting 2 tenths through this turn. Let's see. Nothing. We're not saying anything. We're not saying anything right now. Wow! He may do. You're right. He does, and he's going to utilize it. You need about 50% battery to get down this Camel straight. Whew! Wow! Black Shark has got a move done! This is his championship now! And he's getting a move done. I don't blame him. You know, he wanted to get that move done. He wanted to, but he's battled hard. He's battled relentlessly and hard. No, you're right. He's not going to win this championship now. However, he's battled to that last moment, and well done on him. Unfortunately, it does look like he's going to lose this championship. And Elmo of the Void, he's going to move up 2 positions. I think in my eyes, I think he's still going to move up 2 positions. I think he will do. I think he's still going to move out. I think he's going to gain at least 1 or maybe 2 positions. But Elmo of the Void, as I called it, wins the Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix here in the Late Breakers Club, round 15 of the Racing Bull League, and well done. Elmo taking 1st, Brams takes 2nd, Sir Fish takes 3rd, Aramis 4th, Black Sharks 5th, and Eden 6th. So what I'm going to do now, please stay in this chat with me. I'm now going to invite our championship winner to this party chat. Yep. Exactly. Okay, so an invite has been sent to Nate, Black Sharks. What a race. What a race. What a weekend. What a way to round off. It really was. It came down to the last lap. It literally did come down to that. For me, I think it was who is going to win this come the last lap. Eden, yeah. Well, it could have potentially been, but 5-point difference would have meant the difference of a driver winning it or not. 5 points. It was a 4 point gap. So, but no, it was Backshot. Nate, thank you so much for joining me, mate. Well done.
Thank you guys. World champion.
You are season 4 Raging Bull champion. How do you feel, mate? How do you feel?
Oh man, I feel exhausted.
I
that
am
was,
not
I think that was one of the
surprised.
toughest races I've ever had this season.
I think
Uh,
for us watching on the stream and commentating on it, we were like, this is coming down to the last lap because it looked like Edin could close on the guys ahead of him because of your delta differences, but you got that move done. Edin got damage defending you, and from there it was like, if you don't mess it up, this is your championship. So well done. You
yeah, thanks.
raced.
Yeah,
You
the
raced solidly. You raced
setup
solidly.
was not very good. I was very not good during Belgium all the weekend. But yeah, I saw the thing like I saw Edin coming close to the guys in front, so I was
Yep.
like, I know that one of them had a predictions penalty, and I wasn't sure if he was 2 places ahead of me if he was get the championship, so I didn't want to risk any of that. But
Don't
I
blame me.
wanted to clear Edin a long time ago. He just had too much pace in front of me, and it resulted to the last lap. And I think it was a bit of luck, a bit of provocation, but yeah.
I think
Edin was absolutely mad this weekend. He was so fast.
I'm really looking forward to next season because we're all
Yeah,
starting on
me too.
an equal setting and we can see who is doing what. But one thing I've seen about you is that I enjoy battling you. I enjoy, you know, even if you beat me, I don't feel bad. You've got some serious pace, as does Edin. And I think the great thing about this league is that we've got good quality drivers battling each other week in, week out. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm like this is my first time racing in league,
Yeah.
and I think
Really?
this is the
Wow.
best. Yeah, I never raced in league before. I just play
Wow.
on my
Okay.
own online with friends or some, but never in the league.
Okay.
And
Well,
this
if you
is
have any
just a
friends
great
that you'd like to
experience. Yeah,
invite to our league, I think we're a good league, and if you want to invite them, please feel free to. Because if they're racing with you, they can't be bad drivers. Because one thing I've known is that I like racing with like Christy, for example, who today was in the Haas. We're
yeah,
still in the lobby together. You can maybe see him, but I raced with him in the Haas, and me and him are similar pace, and I like racing against people who I've got good competition with. So if you've got friends, please feel free to invite them because the way I see it is that we can always improve this league, and if
yeah,
we've
for
got
sure.
amazing drivers like yourself and people you battle with, I'm so happy to battle against those kinds of guys because you know you're not miles ahead of me, and we can have good battles. That's what I
Yeah,
like.
cheers, mate.
When it comes down to raw pace, you want to be battling people who aren't 3 seconds of that faster. You want to be battling people who are around your range, but
Yeah, for
also
sure.
you can have good competition with them. You may not always be qualifying in first, but you're not always going to be qualifying in like 15th, 16th, whatnot. So thank you so much, mate, and well done. Your T-shirt will be on its way. I've always said we had an admin that was doing 3D digital printing trophies, but I
Yeah, I
don't
heard
have a
about that.
3D digital printer. But I will be doing T-shirts, so if you could drop me your information, I will get that
Yep.
around to you next 4 to 6 weeks. But
Yeah,
well
thank
done
you.
tonight. How do you feel?
Thanks, guys.
How do you feel?
Still not about me. I think I don't really realize what it's like to win a league race,
Ooh,
what it's like to win a league
league
championship. So
championship, not just a race, a
yeah,
championship. So well done.
yeah.
You have
I
done
don't think I
something.
realize. I will not be realizing until maybe tomorrow morning when we were still talking onto the Discord chat. But yeah, it's a great feeling. First time racing, first time winning. So yeah, a lot of experiences, but yeah, I'm still excited for next season, and I know I will have a lot of work to do because those next guys will just join us, have serious pace. So I still need to improve myself, but yeah, very happy with that result. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, mate. You did. You did. Over the season, You've shown some amazing pace, some clean racing, and some hard battling, and that is what a champion is.
Yeah,
As Kimi Räikkönen showed in 2007. So well done.
yeah. That was a really, really good season.
Amazing. Well done.
Even though I didn't, if I hadn't win the championship, like I say on the chat, I was really, really amazed by the quality of the racer we have in the group chat. So
We have got good drivers. And
yeah,
you're at the top of them. So well done, Nate. And congratulations on your maiden. I'm sure it won't be your first, your last, but well done on your first win here in Leverage Club for the World Champions Drivers Girdle. There is.
yeah,
And
very
I
nicely
believe
done.
it.
Cheers,
I
guys.
believe you will be battling through the next seasons. And I cannot wait to battle you hard. I will be doing comms on Fridays. So if you're around on Saturdays and racing, I
Yeah,
cannot wait to battle you.
maybe tomorrow, but we'll stay in touch and I will keep you guys
Not
updated about it.
tomorrow,
But
not tomorrow.
no tomorrow.
No, we Saturdays is launching in 2 weeks' time. So if you're available for Saturdays, let JP know and he will sign you up. You can do
Yeah,
both because we're doing mixability now. But our plan for season 6 is to go tiered. So tier ones, and we'll see how it folds. But right now, tier 1 and 2's Friday, Saturday leagues, it's not infinite. We could definitely do that with the amount of recruits we're joining, good quality drivers. So let's see how it goes. But I really look forward to seeing you racing, commentating on you, and hopefully racing you because you're a good guy and you got some serious pace. So well done today. Mm, exactly.
thanks, guys.
You're
It was
welcome.
very amazing to you guys, and I'm very looking forward to the next seasons, guys. Cheers,
Well
guys.
done, mate. Take it easy and have a good evening. Oh, I can't
Yeah,
wait
me
to see
too.
you. I
Me too.
cannot
About
wait
you
to see you.
guys.
Thanks, mate. You take it
Cheers,
easy.
mates. Cheers, mate.
Bye, buddy. Okay, buddy. So well done. Thank you so much for joining me on comms. If you've got right, I'm gonna ask you this privately. Let me turn off my stream. Oh, bear with me a sec.